I want to explain it to people like this. This was the way it was shown to me by the light beings that we truly are. I know how weird that sounds, but follow me through this. Okay, the insects are basically the underviewers. Let's say, like, we go into the overview, the oversoul. Okay, we have the oversoil. We have the insects. We have the gardeners of the little things we don't see. Then we have the bigger, the birds, the rodents, those kind of things. They're the gardeners of the plants, the bigger plants that we do see. And we are the keepers and the oversoul, the overseers of those of the garden and those of the gardeners. So take the word guard, G-A-R-D, take out the reoccurrence and make it ongoing, and take out the action and make it all ongoing. It would be G-O-D. We are God. Okay? Now, we do go higher into a light being, into a sensual being, into a spiritual being, but light being would actually be higher only because the word spirit is just spirit. The word light is light. It doesn't have two identities in it. Spirit has two eyes. Light has one eye. We are more of a light being than a spirit being. The spirit is our astral body. And then we go from that, we go to our light being, which is that of not seeable light, but of sensible light. And we don't get to that point until afterlife. When we die this time, or next time, or any time, that's when we get to see that one. That's when we get to feel our oversoul. Right now, we're the overseers of the garden. Other than that, you're still God. You just don't really understand that your oversoul being is watching you. And when you die, everything that you've done stupid, you'll be like, what the hell was I thinking? Everyone gets a moment of those throughout their life. They'll be like, what was I doing? Why did I do that? Oh, but instead they don't want to do that every day. They don't want to make themselves feel bad about it. But if you do it long enough, you never have to feel bad about things because you take out all your inconsistencies. You start making yourself understand because you applied yourself to you. Just like the bugs and the ants and the birds and the rodents don't ask anybody to go take care of the garden. But then we have us who go out there like shooting them, killing them, stomping them for no reason. You know, try to work on ways to maintain your things without violence. This is the issue that we have. And this is the issue that we not only had with animals and nature, that we have with each other. And if people don't think it's a big deal that they kill animals, think about the fact that that moved up into killing other people because we saw that and we lessened ourselves to it. We numbed ourselves to the idea of killing things that interfere with what we want. That's not God. That is egotistical. That's ego. It's E-G-O. Okay, take the E off. That energetic representation that you want to go on isn't anything but your personal needs, wants, attitude, what you think. So if you take off that E, and you just take what's generated, you let it on go, and you define that as what is. That's God. It always has been and always will be. So if you want some spiritual figure to place on top of that name or on top of that word, fine, do so. But know what it is underneath it all. Don't look for a figure. God hasn't shown his face, and God never will show its face because God is everything. So its face is everything you look at, and it's everything you don't look at. So get that through your thick skull. And start moving on with making the world better instead of trying to figure out what it's all about, because now you know.